Hey everyone, I'm Angelo. I've been homeless in Northern Virginia for over 3 months now. Tired. Thought I'd go to the gym tonight after I went to this Green New Deal thing today. My whole day's practically been shot, except for this meeting, which was good. Uh, have to push things around this week, but I'm going to be going out with the Sunrise Movement to lobby or ask, really, and encourage presidential candidates and would-be candidates to support a Green New Deal to protect life on Earth and to also make life a lot better for a lot of people, for poor people, for people of color, people who've been screwed over by programs in our country for a very long time. So anyways, I'll wait for some people to join, and you can see it in the thumbnail. I took a picture with this button on. I actually got this last week, but I took a picture with it on, but then for the thumbnail it crops it, so I was like, well, I can either cut off my head and it be to here, the picture, or I can just take this out. So I figured I'll just take the pin out, but you can see it. I got this from last week's live stream event where we all watched a live stream discussing the Green New Deal instead of the State of the Union, which was going on at the same time. Also, I feel a little bit of a cold coming on. Damn, that's annoying. Let's see if I have some vitamin C. I took some zinc today, I think. Yep, vitamin C. Always helps when I feel cold coming on. And my rash is getting better, but I've still been growing this beard. Oh, it's so annoying. I didn't go to the gym today. I was so tired. I mean, I slept well, but I slept late, and then I thought I'd try and go somewhere else, do something. Yeah, everything kept adding up to a lot of time lost. And then I saw this Green New Deal event tonight, and I was like, well, all right. I was about to start working out at the gym, and I'm like, well, I'll go to this thing. So I drove way out to the metro, got on the metro into DC, and went to this meeting, which was cool. I'm always frustrated at meetings because, like, I'm so impatient. I don't like meetings in general, but as far as meetings go, it was a good meeting. Like, got a lot done there, and we planned this day to go out and talk to presidential candidates. Additionally, okay, here's the other thing. You all know I don't like this. They sing at these meetings. Ooh, it just gives me a chill up my spine. I don't like singing. I don't like singing in spaces around me. It's very unpleasant physically for me. I am very, very uncomfortable with people singing around me. They insisted on singing at the beginning and at the end, and encouraging everybody too. So I'm just standing there. I did not sing a word. I'm like, all right, everybody's singing. I'm very uncomfortable. It amazes me how people just assume everybody loves music, and I guess that's mostly true. But it's just people making those noises around me. That's a big reason why I went homeless. I could not stand my roommates singing. Click the like button, everybody. That helps get this video as a shared video, like a suggested video on YouTube. Hey, Lynx. Hey, Hustine. So, Justin, you're a moderator now. So, you take care of any climate change deniers in here and anybody else who's causing problems. Lynx, I guess I should make you a moderator too. And there was one other person I wanted to, but I got to do it with my laptop. I can't do it from my phone. So, I'm going to try and get my laptop tomorrow and do that. So, we got some more moderators in here. But anyways, I went to that Green New Deal event today. And it was good. It was a good time. Like I was saying a second ago, I'm always frustrated at meetings because I realized I just don't like meetings in general. Because meetings to me is people sitting around and talking and listening to themselves. And I just have no patience for it. I'm so impatient. That's why I just prefer just do things on my own. It always brings me back to, like, I'm best when I'm just doing things on my own. However, as far as meetings go, it was a good meeting. Like, it all moved along quickly. The people putting it together were like, knew what they were doing and knew what their roles were and knew what we needed to get done. And so now we're planning on going. No, she was not there. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez was not there. But she's met people from the Sunrise Movement before. You can see video of it. But so we planned this thing where we're all going to go out and talk to presidential candidates, or maybe not them, but their staffers or whoever. And we're going to go there and just encourage them. Like if they're talking, it's not going to be like a protest. It's going to be more like, because some of them have already said they support the Green New Deal, like Elizabeth Warren. So it's going to be more like, saying, we hope this is something that's going to be at the top of your agenda. It's going to be a priority because it's going to mean so much. Like, it's going to cut across so many strata as far as the type of things it'll affect in people's lives, like people who are poor, people who've been, received racial injustice, disabled people, the unemployed, so many things. People in toxic environments, people whose houses are in areas with, toxic waste dumps, all kinds of things. In addition to stuff like the military, the border. Anyways, so it's going to be like, we encourage them, like, please keep talking about it. Make this your #1 issue because we only have a few years until climate disaster is going to significantly alter life on Earth. Right. It needs to be. And the fact that journalists and reporters and TV stations aren't talking about it daily is just malpractice. So I'm going to be there. Turns out I'm not going to be live streaming it because the way it's worked, we're all going to have different roles. Somebody else is going to be live streaming from the Sunrise Movement. What I'm going to be doing is taking pictures there. So, follow the Sunrise Movement on Twitter and Facebook. I don't know which one they'll be live streaming from. And but I'm going to be taking pictures. So I'm going to, take pictures. I'm looking forward to it. It's fun. That's what I like doing. I have no need to go talking to the politicians and tell them stuff. I don't have any story to tell them, other people do. So I'm going to be there taking pictures, and I'm really looking forward to that because that's something I'd like to do. Yeah, they're paid not to talk about it. Thank you, Thomas. Yes, hit the like button. That helps get this video put in people's suggested videos on YouTube. Yeah, they don't want to talk about it. And for a lot of them, they're so rich, they just don't think or don't care, or maybe they're right in thinking that it's not going to affect them. Because they'll still be able to afford food. They'll be able to move if they have to. They'll be able to afford, increased costs of transportation, of medical care. It's not necessarily going to affect them. Plus, think about it. Like, not all, a lot of these journalists, they fawn over white supremacists. They're like, wow, look at this guy, so well-dressed, and he goes grocery shopping just like me. They are not connected to real life. They are connected to the prestige and glamour of being close to all these politicians and generals and the White House, and that's what they covet, and that's what they wish could be restored. It's just they wish that Trump would be a little more reasonable in his tone so that they could go back to the way things were back when America committed atrocities, but they did it with the prestige and dignity of somebody who spoke better, like Obama, or even George W. Bush, which, at the time, I don't know if you all remember, but everybody made fun of all his gaffes and all his, his statements he'd make, like, fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice, can't fool me again. And rarely is the question asked, is our children learning? They used to make fun of him for misspeaking all the time. Now he's like an eloquent, statesman compared, and as far as his speaking style, compared to Trump. His policies, I'd say worse than Trump overall, because Trump hasn't invaded a country, Trump hasn't invaded 2 countries, although he's getting ready to invade Venezuela, and they got a lot of oil. But Bush invaded 2 countries and, set off a global war on terror, which we've still been stuck in. Like, what is it? 17 years later, whatever, 18 years later now. Oh, man, I feel like I'm gaining weight, and also been eating a little bit crappy, but I lost some weight, then gained some weight because I've been so hungry, and getting a little bit of a cold. trying to take zinc and vitamin C. That always helps. Frustrated with the progress of this rash, but it's going away slowly. Come on, rash, go away. And actually, I'll apply some witch hazel right now. I've been applying that. I don't know what to do. Whether I ran out of the foot fungus stuff, so maybe I'll get some more later. Everybody has different advice. Some people said, one person said, you may be getting a rash because your face is too dry. You need moisturizer. Other people say something like cortisone, which I guess helps. It's not a moisturizer, but that kind of cream, it'll feed the rash and make it grow more. I don't know. I can't tell. Witch hazel's got alcohol in it, so it dries out your skin. And somebody said maybe drying out your skin would be good. So here we go. I don't know. All I know is the combination of whatever I'm doing plus the and I gotta remember to hey Aaron, yeah, thanks for the advice. I got to remember to take my antibiotic for my rash. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Facebook, although fortunately now YouTube, you can do those community posts. So if you've been watching, sometimes I post stuff, or I post old videos of mine or other people's videos, or just, you know, a little message on there on the community section on my channel. But I'm going to be, I guess I'll be posting some pictures that I'll take, and hopefully, you know, I get to see some of the politicians that are running for president, or who may be running for president. You know, so there's like Elizabeth Warren, she just announced she's going to run. Cory Booker, Kamala Harris, a few others. Anyways, so we're going to be visiting them, and I'm going to be taking pictures of it all. So that's pretty cool. Got to get my camera out tomorrow. Now the witch hazel. Good, it dries things out. Okay. Aaron, you said you can offer me free food in California, right? Email me if you can, or send me a message on Facebook, or where your food is. Someday, if I'm coming through there, I'll let you know. Where the hell is I need a I don't have paper towels. Okay, gotta apply this witch hazel somehow. I ran out of napkins from McDonald's. What do I do? I'll just raw dog it. Just pour it a little on my hand. Smack it on my face. There you go. And it smells weird. It's not a horrible smell, but it's a strange smell. Whew. It's like glue, like for arts and crafts in like grade school, mixed with, I don't know, like some kind of weird food. It's a weird smell. That's all I can say. Like chemicals, yeah. Whew. It's bizarre. It's not like a horrible, like it makes you recoil. It's just like smell. It's like, what mixture of like chemicals came together for this? But anyways, it says it's relief for minor skin irritations, and also the alcohol. Maybe it'll dry out. Maybe the combination of the foot fungus cream, which, like, I don't know what that does exactly, and then this stuff drying it out. Maybe the foot fungus is almost like a moisturizer, and then this is like a dehydrator, and it'll just hydrate and then dehydrate, and it'll just tire out the rash, and the rash will just go away. Like, it'll get too tired. Use witch hazel for acne. I've never used this stuff before in my life, but it seems to be working, I guess. I don't know. This is the worst part of the rash, and I can't wait to shave again. I always get the smoothest shave after I don't shave for a few days, because, you know, it's easier to cut the hair when it's, anyways. Whew. It's a strange smell. You know, it's always a little bit, seeing myself in these Green New Deal or these activist spaces, it's always like a second skin to me, because it's like I remember what it's like to be a chauvinist conservative, just an angry white male. And it's always like that's my home. Not like in a good way, like I desire to be back there, but it's like that no matter what, that's where I came from. There's no escaping that was how I was shaped and where I was formed. But I've grown further and further away from that, and I still evolve away from that. Anyways, it's just funny being there, seeing and seeing on TV people like Sean Hannity. I saw him screaming about this, flailing his arms like a maniac. He is like panicked. Like they want to take over your homes. The Democrats want to take your cars. They want to take your food. They want to control every aspect of your life. I'm like, what the fuck? He is panicking after we've already had over a century of greedy politicians and gas and oil executives and coal executives paying to write our energy laws and to dictate our transportation. You can look up, why do we have so many buses and cars? We've had electric cars for 100 years. We used to have electric, not just electric like cars, like, you know, individual like automobiles, but like street cars, trolley cars that got replaced by buses, and more pollution as a result. And our, you know, it has to do with companies too sponsoring education in schools and how we're taught about climate change, and them working in concert with evangelical Christians to teach that global warming isn't real, it's a hoax, and if God wants to destroy the world, so be it. Just a horrible, horrible mess of competing interests that have nothing to do with helping anybody except a very few people and enriching them. Usually rich, white, powerful men. All right, what are you saying here? Moisturizer, you can use coconut oil, the kind you can eat. Oh, interesting. It has antifungal properties? I don't know. I just don't know. I almost said you. I almost said. I almost thought you said peach for a minute, Aaron. Did you email me where you work? Because I'll take it. I'll take some free food if I'm in California. Everybody just email me or send me something in the P.O. box. It's in the description. Yeah, that's a message from the big money interests. Now my hand's all like it's a weird feel from the. All right. Thanks, Aaron. Well, just try and remember it because my email is, you know, it's flyingovertroutam@gmail.com. But if you look on my about page, it's listed there. Or, you know, people, if you want to send P.O. Box stuff, go ahead and do that. Procrastinating on an essay about Dante's Inferno. Can't help you there. I have not read Dante's Inferno. I wish we could have seen Alex Proyas' movie version of it. He was working on a movie version of it, which you can sort of tell got reworked as Gods of Egypt, a movie I love. I regret so much that it didn't do well in America because I do absolutely love that movie. No, haven't heard from Bard Tales Productions, but they've almost doubled their Facebook fans on Twitter. They went, or Facebook. They don't even have Twitter. They went from like 45 to almost 85. You know what? It'd be kind of diabolical to do. I wouldn't actually do this, but it'd be funny. Make a Twitter account for Bard Tales Productions myself, and try and, you know, send my own followers that just say, hey, you know, everybody follow this account, so that I can go to Bard Tales Productions, tell them, look, if you want this Twitter account, I'll hand it over to you. I'll give you the password and everything, and you can switch over the email if you want, but you got to hire me. Like, look, I already did the work for you. Oh, well. I wouldn't go that far because I don't need it that bad. I'm not that hung up on it. Like, it's not... It would be a good idea, though. Think about it. They don't have a Twitter yet. So what were they thinking? Aaron, you don't say what kind of, you don't have to say what kind of, although I guess that's your real name, so I don't know if you're that worried about saying what school you go to, but what kind of school do you go to? Like, you know, I don't know, what kind of schools are there? It's like a university, or, I don't know if, like, all colleges are considered universities, because some just call themselves college, and others call themselves university. UC Santa Cruz. So is that a good school? Like, I heard that, I don't know, it sounds like a name I've heard of. You know what I don't trust? I don't trust colleges or any kind of schools like Emerson College or whatever that they got on the side of the highway here. I just do not trust that. Why do you need to be on the side of the highway? Like, what is it? It's just some weird feeling like you want to be off away from everything? I don't trust it. It's a big school from California. That's cool. I don't know how to help you. And also, I'm not... see, some people are just... Like, some people... Colleges for some people, it is not for me. Because now, like, especially now, but towards the end of it, I was getting really impatient with college. Like, I practically failed the easiest class in college on purpose. When I say practically failed, I did fail it. But I practically did so on purpose because I just did not give a damn. I did not care. I didn't give a shit. I wanted nothing to do with it. And I didn't end up graduating. And it was one of my last classes, too. I just didn't care. I was like, fuck it. I just have no patience for this. And now I realize that, like, if somebody wanted me to write an essay, I'd be like, screw you. You write it. Like, why are you telling me to, like, do anything? Why are you asking me questions like, do you know that? I'm like, why would I answer your question for you? You know, you figure out your own thing. I'm not going to do it. So obviously, not everybody can be a student. You do? Wow. Yeah, student loans suck. I'm lucky I didn't have to pay student loans. No, I'm not doing any kind of, I hate filming stuff like that. I filmed a couple weddings, and they weren't bad experiences or anything. I don't know. I don't like weddings, and I can't stand hearing preachers, use it for, it's so, the grandiosity of, like, God wants this, and God wants you to be together, and especially when they get into the arrogant preaching about look around society and see how people treat relationships, and then the fucking preacher acts like it's their own stand-up comedy gig sometimes. It's just so weird. Oh, and every fucking best man gives a speech that I have no idea why these ceremonies exist. For real, this seems like there's always, like, it's like a veil of hate. Like, there's some kind of, like, I don't know, this, like, anger and domination behind having, like, the best man say something and everybody talk. It's this weird, like system of letting people know, hey, don't step out of line. We have a ceremony going here. You got to do things. It's always makes me so uncomfortable. I can't stand stuff like that. That's why I don't like being part of groups anyways. It was a compromise even to go to the Sunrise Movement, and they're a good group. They know what they're doing. Like, they're really good. They're, a lot of young people. They're mostly young people, like, even younger than me. I'm 33, so, like, a lot of these people are in their 20s. And, even then, it's just, like, I don't have patience for a lot of groups. I just want to do my own thing and, let people figure out what. Anyway, so school is not for everybody. It was not for me. No, I don't like weddings. Don't want to do them. And it's not doing what I like because I don't want to film weddings. I don't want to, I have a moral objection to people's weddings. I don't believe in it. Like, I'm uncomfortable in line. I was at the grocery store today at Aldi, and I was uncomfortable hearing a couple in front of me talk. Just small talk. I forget what the guy was saying. He's like, I don't know how any grocery store makes a profit. I was so uncomfortable just overhearing their conversation because I don't like overhearing other people's conversations. It feels oddly intrusive, like I did not ask to hear what you're saying. It makes me so uncomfortable. So the flip side of that is, not only, like, do I not want to be a part of anybody's, like, weird in-group ceremony, but ceremonies in general creep me out, and I could never imagine wanting that for myself. Like, it would creep me the fuck out. How could the best movie wedding, or any wedding I've ever seen, is from the movie Loving. It was so great because it was no big deal. They just did it in secret. They drove up to the courthouse, did it in front of a judge, one witness, didn't dress up very special, and that's it. That was great. I'm like, that's how you do it. Just go before the judge, say, okay, we're getting married, that's it, done deal. Simple, easy. I don't know why she didn't teach me to speak Greek. Oh, seen someone, I don't know if I've seen you here before. Coffee is Miss Sunshine. It's ironic since that's not the, no, it's not ironic, but I was at the Sunrise Movement tonight. I don't know why my mom didn't teach me to speak Greek. Who knows? Oh, also, really, I wasn't around it. I mean, how does anybody not learn a language? I wasn't around it enough. No, she didn't speak Greek to us when we were young. The only time she spoke Greek was on the phone with her friends. I learned to understand when she was cussing at me in Greek. Satanic ceremony? Yeah, I've actually seen, I think, some footage of a satanic, maybe it was a satanic baptism, maybe a satanic wedding as well. You know, my problem with that stuff is I've been to shows like Halloween shows and burlesque shows and whatever. I used to film, or did I film? I can't remember what I did. I'm not into burlesque shows. That weirds me out. It not weirds me out. It's just, I don't get what the point of this is. But I think I was filming or something. I can't remember. I used to film a lot of video gigs. Or there was a comedy show I think I was filming. They had burlesque too. But anyway, any stuff with like Halloween decorations or whatever. And I was at a show like that. It was, it was, what the hell was it? I don't know. Everybody, there was like one person dressed up like a witch. And it was belly dancing. Yeah, I think I was shooting a belly dancing show or something. Again, I've shot a lot of stuff over the years, like a lot of events, but like, I'm like, it's not, you know, on video it looks kind of compelling. In person, it's just like it's a fucking Halloween gag. That's my problem with satanic ceremonies. It's just like, all right, like, is it Halloween every day? What? It's just silly. It's just goofy. It's not ominous or creepy or whatever, all the skulls and black stuff and skeletons or whatever. It's just, all right, come on, like, enough with the get up. This is all a bunch of dress up. That's my problem with satanic ceremonies too. No, I don't care about being, I have no connection to Greek heritage. It doesn't mean anything to me. It means nothing. I have not inherited anything from Greece. What does that mean, to inherit something? If I inherit good, it means I inherit bad as well. Like, whatever it is that people have done, I don't know. It's just, I never felt, I didn't care. My mom brought me to Greek festivals when I was a kid. They always creeped me the fuck out. I never liked them. I always felt gross. Like, I understand the point now, being older, of like why, you know, people from, especially immigrants, would, you know, form communities here. Obviously, it makes a lot of sense. But when I was younger, I was like, it creeped me out even then, the idea that, like, because I didn't understand it, but also I didn't care. And it's like, well, why do all these Greek people need to meet around each other? What's so special about being Greek? It means nothing to me. I don't care. I never liked the idea of nationalism or Greek pride or whatever. Fortunately, even back when I was a conservative, I never believed in the idea of, like, love it or leave it. Like, if you don't love this country, you should leave. I never even agreed to that. I thought, well, why can't you criticize it? Even if I didn't agree with people who criticized it, I never bought into that. So I never bought into stupid nationalism. Spanish-speaking country? I don't know. Which one would I visit? I don't know. I guess Mexico, because it's the closest. And also, I mean, it seems cool, you know, there's like, I guess I know a little bit more about it than other Spanish-speaking countries, because I watch more, like, news from there. And it does seem like there's a lot of great things about it. And it's just such a shame that like people are living in terror there, in large part due to American policy. There's not many, well, I don't know if there's many Mexicans around here. A lot of Hispanic or Spanish speaking immigrants around here are like Central and South American. So like Bolivian, Honduran, Salvadorian, Guatemalan. I haven't met a whole lot of Mexicans around here. Peru. Yeah, I'm tired. And I'm trying to get up early tomorrow because then Wednesday I have to get up early to be in DC to go take pictures of the sunrise event, sunrise movement. But we'll see how easily I get to sleep early. Especially, I hate getting this cold. Ugh, what am I gonna do? Hey, the Oscars are coming up. That means On Cinema's Oscar special is coming. That is the funniest shit all year. I can't wait to watch it. I'm gonna watch the entire thing whenever I can. I guess I'll be working that night, or I don't know what night is the Oscars. Are the Oscars always on a Sunday? I forget. But I love On Cinema. Their Oscar specials, especially, they're so full of surprises. I can't believe we haven't seen Mark Proch since last year, since he got so badly injured at the Oscar special. So I want to see if Mark is recovered and made his return. I don't know. I don't eat pizza. I don't like pizza. I mean, I like it. It's just, it's not filling for me. It's not healthy. I don't do it. Yikes. Sorry, Aaron. Sorry to hear that. Boss yelled at you till you cried? That sucks. Yeah, bosses suck. Yeah, I get it, Lynx. I get why immigrant communities form, and it's an important, like, a survival mechanism, and also it's just a way of, you know, remembering, like, or just, you know, having a community, and especially for a lot of people who don't speak, or who speak the language, only speak the language of their home country. And so if they don't speak English, like, it makes sense to form, you know, communities around here, or especially when they're persecuted, too. But around here, like, a lot of Greeks got together, and it was a language thing, but it seemed like, you know, enjoying the culture and music. The music creeped me the fuck out. The art creeped me the fuck out. I basically never liked any of it. And I just don't care. I don't know. I don't eat that unhealthy food. I really try not to eat much unhealthy because I can't even bring myself to enjoy it much. Even now, I'm looking at this, and it's fairly healthy, but it's got some sugar in it. I got this. It was half price tonight because it was in the, like, discount rack. But even that, like, I ate some. I'm like, shit, I ate too much, and I don't even want to eat anymore. No, I didn't eat that great today. I had some pieces of bread, peanut butter, almonds, a pear, some of that cinnamon cereal. That's it. Oh, wow. Yeah, that sucks, Aaron. Yeah, screw bosses. Yeah, I hate dealing with bosses over money. Who doesn't? Anything. Anything with bosses and money, it's a hassle, especially if they forget. I remember I was working at one bar, and I went to the manager's office, and he gave me my check or something, or I asked for my paycheck, and he said it was coming later, something like that. And then like a day or two later, like it should have been there already, or it was my, I forget. No, I did a direct deposit. I think I was asking, did it come yet? Because the first 2 weeks, I think you still get paper checks, and then it finally, the direct deposit kicks in. Then a few days later, he's like, "Oh, Angelo, I'm so sorry. When you came in my office, I didn't even look at you." Like, he literally sat forward looking at his computer. He's like, "I didn't know it was you. I thought I gave whoever I thought you were, like, I thought I gave you your check already. I have your check right here." So, I hate the stuff like that. I should have, if I asked him again, it might have annoyed him. Weather like, it's a little cold and raining, and we're supposed to get a little freezing rain tonight. Yeah, I visited Greece. It's fine. Just, I don't know. What do I care? I don't know. I read a lot of books when I was in Greece. Fed stray cats, too. And watched a documentary. There's not much to do there. At least where we were, in the island of Samos. Really not much to do. It's a tiny little island. You can see the coast from almost anywhere, because it's like 20 miles wide or something. Really not much to do. And we were in Athens for a few days, and Athens is just a hugely congested, crowded city. Wow, what the hell's going on with your boss, Aaron? Yeah, sort of. We don't talk much, but kid behind the camera and I still know each other, and once in a while, like, we'll just say something, send a message or whatever, or, interact on Twitter. Just, he's got a lot going on, and, he's still, I mean, it's always going to be a struggle without his dad around. I was thinking about his dad, angry grandpa, either this morning or yesterday morning, just when I was waking up, thinking how sad it was that he wasn't here. Interesting. Santa Cruz is like that. Is that where you are? You're in Santa Cruz? So where is that in California? I don't know. Is that north, south? I'm not sure. Thinking about getting my sleeping bag ready to go. Hate when I feel cold coming on. This day went to waste so quickly, but even when I was pissed, or not really pissed, just frustrated, I was like, well, that's just how it goes sometimes. I got a real late start today. By like 4 or 5 o'clock, I was ready to start exercising at the gym. I finally got showered, and then I saw the Green New Deal event tonight, and I was like, well, I guess I'll go to that, and then find out, where we're going to go. It's close to San Francisco. Okay, I see. So, I don't talk about that. Sorry. But I figured, okay, it's how it goes. It's, some days are like that. Can't just, be miserable about it all day. Just got to accept that. That's part of, having obligations and stuff to do. It would have been nice to just be by myself tonight and write. I wanted to write more of the screenplay I'm working on, and exercise. I thought, well, okay, I'll go out to this meeting, meet some people, and is anyone else like this? I've been running my engine so long. Oh, that frustrates me too. I've been running it 40 minutes now just to do this video and have the light going while I'm charging the battery. But after like any kind of meeting like that is over, I never stick around and like just talk to people. I hate doing it. I hate just standing around and talking to people, no agenda. I'm just like, come on, I gotta get the fuck to work. That's like my mentality. I just can't do it. I could have stuck around. I'm like, no, I don't want to say hi to anybody, nothing. I don't regret that at all. I'm not like, oh, I wish I don't want to waste time. I got stuff to do. Came home, got some more groceries. Or came home. Yeah, why not? I can say that. And, shit. I just don't like hanging around at meetings like that. I just want to go, whatever impression because, you know, we all talk a little bit. I talk to them, oh, and they did this thing that I hate at any meeting. They said, oh, these are the words I dread more than anything. I just wish I could die. Not literally, but where they say, okay, everybody, look to the people, like 4 people sitting around you, and meet up with them, and we're going to take a few minutes, and you can all talk about how you feel about being here today. I'm like, oh, shit, damn it. One of my biggest fears, I don't have a fear of, like, talking to people or public speaking or anything. One of my biggest fears is being stuck in conversation with people who don't know how to hold a conversation. And I don't hold it against people. It's a skill to learn that. And, you know, I had to struggle learning it from Jordan Belfort, The Wolf of Wall Street. The sales and persuasion system, straight line persuasion. And it's fine. A lot of people are not natural talkers. They're not good talkers. I'm not a natural one, and I wasn't for a long time. I feel much better about it now. But it's just so uncomfortable. That's one of my biggest fears, is just being trapped in a conversation with someone who is not good at holding a conversation. It's like, get it out of my brain. I don't want this stuff infecting my brain. However, so I'm like, oh shit, please, everybody just ignore me. And then this guy was like, hey, you come on over in our group. Fuck, motherfucker. So fine. Talk a little bit, had some fun, whatever. Split up in another group, did it. But I don't like sticking around and talking. I'm like, come on, let's work. I gotta work. If we're gonna talk, let's work right now. I have no idea how the physics of this sleeping bag works. Like, where's it all, like, all this stuff I have to pull out from under me, what's underneath me? Alright, I'll sit up. Oh shit, my phone's overheating. Gotta turn on the AC. Thanks, Aaron. My feet are fine. I don't need to take my socks off. You crazy Dr. Pepper. No, you don't have to send car stuff. Like if you send something in the P.O. box, people have sent small little gifts. I mean, but really the best thing you can send is gift cards, I guess. Or if you want to order food, but I don't even need that. Like, unless, I mean, if you want to, like, not your own food that you make. Food that you buy from a licensed food maker. By the way, 20 people in here, click the like button, everybody. That'll help get this as the top suggested video on YouTube. Please help me out. You know, I'm trying to also get this message of the Green New Deal out there. Because also, I just prefer doing things at my own pace. It's good to be in a group, but every time I'm in a group, I also realize I don't want to be in a group. I like to do things at my own speed, figure my own way, and, you know, nobody's stuck to, you know, working with me or anything. Just, it's better for me that way. Yeah, Crater Pepper. Yeah, so this phone overheats easily. Eventually I'm gonna switch phones because the volume buttons are broken on this. It's just annoying having to change the volume. But again, watch the Sunrise Movement on Twitter and Facebook. They're going to be live streaming the event I'll be at on Wednesday, and I'll be there taking pictures, and then I'll try and post the pictures, you know, wherever I can. I'll send them sunrise movement, and maybe I'll put up just a few. I'm not trying to put up a ton, but just a few on, or if they let me. I don't know if they'll let me, but you know, because if they want to use the pictures for themselves, but if it's okay with them, I'll, you know, put them on my own social media as well. You know, I'm guessing they'll want me to, and they'll want everybody to share them. So, you know, how objectionable can that be? Marco, I'm not talking about it. Forgot I gotta get more peanut butter too. I left my bed at the landlord's house. She didn't deserve it, but I didn't know what else to do with it. I didn't have anywhere to store it, so just left it there. Let her keep it. Even though it was way better than the little bed that was like breaking down. It was terrible and small for me that she had for me when I moved there, and it was like, you know, it like lost a lot of its, you know, spring like strength. So I brought in my own twin bed after that, which was better, but even that I was tired of using after a while. Then I got that full-size bed, and I just left that there. I said, you can have it, so she took it. No, I don't watch sports. I'm not interested in sports. This is the earliest I've gone to bed in a long time, like 1:30. Damn, this cold. I could feel a little cold coming on. Yep, what the hell are those marks over the E? What is that? Like sleepy and like, it almost looks like some like Middle Earth language, like Elvish or something. I'm not talking about work like that, Lynx. Oh, the Angelo's Dad coffee mug? Well, you see in the description on the Zazzle page, order it from there. I'm pretty sure I have one with my dad on it. Order it from Zazzle. And I gotta order my own Angelo's mom shirt and Angelo's dad shirt. And I think you can get them with my face on them too. I took a picture like that looks like it's a funny pose. I gotta get one so I can promote my mom when I'm out. Have an Angelo's mom shirt. And I make very little money on those, by the way. So I don't even know if I've sold any yet. I've sold some before on a different website, but I don't know if I've sold any on Zazzle. I don't keep track of it. I'm not sure if I don't think I've ever gotten any payment from it, so I don't think it met the payment threshold. I make very little money from each piece of merchandise I sell, and that's how I try and keep the price as low as I can. All right, thanks, Aaron. Appreciate that. I don't know. Favorite video with my... I don't know. It's just, there's so many. I can't think. I can't remember them all. How am I supposed to remember? I don't know. Jim Ed Baker Buckets review. Although, really, I wouldn't even say that one. I don't know. Whatever one with him arguing with my mom. You think I remember these videos? I have over 1,500 up. And I don't watch them after they're up, so I don't know. I'm trying to get a lot done tomorrow. And please, everybody, consider doing something to support the Green New Deal, because this is going to affect all your lives if it's not affecting it already. And it really is affecting all your lives, because we all are too dependent on oil-based energy and gas and coal-based energy, too dependent on cars. too dependent on things that cause massive amounts of pollution, like those huge shipping barges. It's our military that's causing so much destruction around the world while emitting so much pollution and carbon into the atmosphere. So many species of animals are endangered now, and insects are going extinct. So it's something that's very important for all of our lives. So, look at, even if it's just something like tweeting a congressperson or a senator, or Congress is Senate and House of Representatives, but is that right? Do I have it right? I think I do. But that, or just calling, and calling is no big deal, by the way. You just call, like, they're not like flipping out when you call. Congressional offices are considered like public areas. Anybody can go in and walk up to a senator or congressperson's office. You just go into one of the buildings and just walk in there and go, and that's how you try and get their attention. Of course, lobbyists and a lot of rich people have their attention more so, but it's considered public office. They have phone numbers you can call. Staffers answer them. You can just call, and it's no big deal. You don't have to have a full discussion. You just say, hi, I'd like to, I'm in the whatever. I'm represented by, the congressperson. I'm represented by, whatever, Tim Kaine, like for Virginia. I'm a constituent in Virginia. I'd like to let him know and let your office know that I really want him to get behind the Green New Deal and get off fossil fuels and get on clean energy with a job guarantee for everybody. I don't even know how that part would work, but just, that's it. Just a few seconds. They'll be like, all right, thanks. Thanks for your input. That's it. That's all they do. It's not a big deal. So you can do that. You can write letters. You can write a letter to the editor of like local newspapers. You can make videos. Right. And as an individual, we don't have nearly the same effect that big corporations do on pollution and the environment. A few corporations and companies emit so much more carbon and so many other, toxins into the environment, into the soil, the water supplies, rivers and oceans than we ever do as individuals. So yeah, you can conserve some and recycle, but it's nothing compared to the massive changes that companies need to make in order to curb carbon emissions and prevent climate change. Yep. Well, that's why you got to make yourselves known, and people are getting energized and excited about changing how we make energy and how we make transportation and our infrastructure and how our buildings are powered and all that kind of stuff. How our food's made, how travel is done. So that's all. Just, anything like, tweet a congressperson, call them, send letters, join a protest or a demonstration, anything simple. It already tires me out doing it all. I don't know how activists do it all the time. I like doing just stuff on my own once in a while. But this is in all, like, if you think, it's tiring now, think about how tired you'll be when life will be unsustainable, when you can't even, live in certain areas because there's, like, coastal flooding will mean people have to move inland. And, we get scorching hot temperatures and droughts and all kinds of stuff. It'll be terrible. Yep, support. Oh, one of the things for the Green New Deal that we're going to be asking is that each presidential candidate pledge not to accept money from fossil fuel makers. So not to accept donations from companies that make fossil fuels. So I think maybe some have pledged to that, but most haven't, that are running for president or who may be running for president. There's talk about whether they'll run or not. So that's another thing. Yeah, politicians and landlords. don't accept money from landlords and real estate developers. Oh my goodness, I'm still not done being angry at landlords. Has anybody read Dante's Inferno? You can help Erin with her paper. I don't know. Let's crowdfund some help. I haven't read it, so I don't know. I always had the worst time. I can understand it a lot better now, like Old English, Shakespeare. When I was in high school, holy shit, did I have a hell of a hard time understanding a fucking word of Shakespeare. Man, I hated it. God damn, did I hate reading Shakespeare when I was a freshman in high school. I had some like advanced English class. I'm like, how the fuck did I end up in this class? I was so bad at it. I could not understand a damn word of Shakespeare. I was like, holy shit. Every word is something I cannot understand. How does it reflect on 13th century gender roles? Wow. It's hard to think people even lived back then and what life must have been like. How brutal and miserable it would have been. Yeah, it's a tough assignment. I don't know. Marco, I'm not getting into any of that. Is Dante's Inferno even a fun read, or is it a good book? I guess you have to read a translation, or what? That's a long time ago. I don't know. Watch the movie. Is there a movie at Dante's Inferno? Watch the movie. I don't know what to say. Sorry. Oh, it's a translation? I see. Sorry, I keep like leaning back and forth because I can't really get comfortable. My seat's leaning back, but it's kind of hard to pull forward again with the sleeping bag on it. And so it's kind of straining my back a little bit. I don't know. Marco, what's with all the questions? I can't answer all the questions. Right, it's basically Dante shitting on his political enemies. Yeah, I heard it's basically like that. I don't know if you all heard it, but I said in the beginning of this, the Green New Deal event tonight, they made us all get in a circle, and they wanted us all to sing. Now, they did not check with me, but I do not appreciate singing around me. It creeps me the hell out. It makes me so uncomfortable. So I did not sing one bit. They sang at the beginning and at the end, and apparently to them singing is really important. But you know how little I tolerate singing around me. It's one of the reasons I chose to go homeless rather than stay with my roommates. I do not like singing around me. Ooh, it just creeped me out. I didn't sing. Don't even ask me. Don't act like I'm one of these singing people. It just sings. That's not... You got me mixed up for someone else, man. I don't sing. He writes them all in hell. That's pretty cool. Hey, Aaron, what's your program or your major in school? History? That's another tough one. Listen to me very carefully. Don't ever suggest that I sing. I do not sing. I think it's a very disturbing activity. I do not engage in it. The Grammys creep me out. I'm like, it makes me uncomfortable to see all these like singers in one place. And all this music going on. I'm like, ooh, I don't know what's gonna happen. I do not sing. So, yeah, I'm not great in groups. So, I gotta figure out something else, at least for my activism. It's good to just, for me, I think it's good to just be on my own doing stuff. I still like to be connected some way and, you know, go to protests and everything, but like I don't want anybody waiting on me for anything or, you know, like that. I'll just go and do my own thing. Really, I'd prefer to be filming video of this event on, of this demonstration on Wednesday instead of doing pictures, but they want someone to do pictures, so that's fine. But see, that's why in the future I'm just do my own thing. I'll just show up, and that way no one has any expectations of me. And that's how I like it. They look at me and they think I don't expect anything of that guy. Intensive European history? No, I don't. I don't get along well with groups. Others. I remember in college, I was paired up with this Republican girl, and it was so annoying. She was, even at the time I was conservative, but she was convinced I like hated America and hated the government because she was very, very pro government and pro Reagan, especially. And I think Reagan just died or something. She went to his funeral or something. Like, she was very, very patriotic, and I just could not get along with her. And I asked her teacher to, or professor to, like, let us not be partners in whatever project that we did. But yeah, goddamn, I do not want to work in groups, and don't ever suggest that I sing. Whoever told you that I sing, they were wrong. I don't sing. You can look at me all day and follow what I do all the time. You will never catch me singing. Whoever says that is a disgusting liar. Musicals, it depends. I mean, yeah, musicals kind of make me uncomfortable too. It's just a creepy experience. I don't know what it is. It's like, we're great, everything's awesome. I don't know. When I was a kid, musicals creeped me the hell out. My dad would bring me to them, and they made me very uncomfortable. And also, I literally could not pay attention to them. Like, I didn't know what the fuck was going on because I was so bored out of my mind. I could not follow from one word to the next. Don't you dare, Aaron. Or I swear, I will. Oliver Twist? What do you mean, the movie or what? Well, there's been more than one movie, right? And don't you dare suggest that I like to sing. But yeah, I think I realized I was better doing my own thing. I just get along fine by myself. I don't know. I've only seen part of, like, what was in Peter O'Toole in an Oliver Twist movie. I can't remember. Oh, I know there was a black and white one from David Lean, right? Didn't he do an Oliver Twist? And it was pretty awesome. I saw some of it. Or was that another movie about like an orphan kid? I can't remember. But I'm pretty sure he did an adaptation of Oliver Twist, right? I don't know. God damn, my car's been idling for an hour. This car can take a beating and keep going. Good old Honda. So links, I gotta remember to add you as a moderator as well. When I get my laptop, hopefully, maybe I'll get it out tomorrow, because I may want to bring it out. Cool, thanks, Aaron. Good deal. We can do it. We can do this thing. And make sure you tell your teacher I don't like to sing. Don't let that rumor start getting spread. It's a nasty, vicious rumor that anybody, like, that I would ever let anybody sing around me by choice. I will let it happen if I have to. And that's what happened tonight. I had no control over it. Also, I was just thinking, I really want to see if Beale Street could talk. Damn, Moonlight was a good movie. I saw that in theaters and loved it. Same director, Barry Jenkins. No. Don't speculate about me singing either. Great, now all the comments disappeared. I can't even see the comments. What the hell is going on? My phone is not... Maybe it's overheating. Alright, we're back. Phone froze for a second. I'm trying to get the air conditioning to cool off my phone. I know the Favorite is up for a bunch of Oscars. Very well made, and the story moves along quickly, and I admire how the script is so focused. I just didn't like what it was focused on, because to me it was like one of the main things a character has in a movie that makes them likable and makes you connect to them is they have a specific goal they want, and they're thwarted from getting that goal. No idea. What are you worried about, Crazy Dr. Pepper? But I have no idea what Emma Stone's character's goal was, other than she just wanted to work for the Queen, and that's it. Like, and she was sort of fighting, like, not sort of, she was fighting for the Queen's attention with Rachel Weisz's character, and the performances are good and everything, the costumes are great, it's beautifully shot, the sets are great. I just didn't understand, like, why am I watching any of it? About an hour into it, I'm like, okay, it's just a bunch of miserable rich people arguing with each other. I don't even know what anyone is after in this story. It is well done, it's well cast and everything. I just didn't know, like, the problem is with the script. Oh, the 1968 Oliver Twist? So that was not David Lean's version. That sound? I don't know. I know what you're talking about. That's the color version that was a musical, right? I'm just trying to remember. Was Peter O'Toole in that? Oh, well. I don't know. 1968, also a year that one of my favorite movies came out, Planet of the Apes. One of our friends are trying to move in. If he does, then I'm going to be pissed off. Man, that's a problem with friends moving in. It's one thing to be friends with somebody. When you live together, it's a totally different dynamic. And I don't know if, like, some friendships just cannot survive that. It's really tough. So, yeah, that's a tough situation. Your only friends live with you? It just it can be very tough, and on top of that, yeah, living together changes things. On top of that, you need lots of space to be away from each other. It can get really annoying. Hey, I know, because I'm still so glad that I'm not. The memory of having roommates at my last house can never be far enough away from me. I can still remember the tension of living with them and just hearing their fucking, like, trying not to cuss, just hearing their, sort of self-centered conversations that I don't need to hear anything about. Again, I'm uncomfortable hearing people's conversation. I didn't want to know. It's just so intrusive to me and uncomfortable. and my mind is elsewhere, and I felt like I was always like, the kind of third wheel or whatever. Like I was just like this weirdo guy there when everybody else was friends with each other. The house I lived in, it was all women, and they were all cool with each other, and I was just kind of the like I had nothing to say to anybody. And yeah, in your own bathroom too. And that's what sucks about living with other people, when you have to share a bathroom. And around here, if you want your own bathroom, you're going to have to pay like thousands and thousands of dollars a year. It's going to be like you're going to have to pay at least like $1,200 a month just to have a private bathroom in a house, like if you have rooms with other people. And even then, you might not have a private bathroom. Live in an all-girls house? Yeah, well, I lived with a bunch of women, but I was not one of the girls, so it was just, I didn't like being around them. Yeah, that's tough, Crazy Dr. Pepper. Like I said, and also the problem is I don't believe in any of this crap about have a meeting with people, discuss. There's no, like, when you have a bad roommate, there's nothing to discuss. When you don't get along, that's how the person is. That's their belief. Share a bathroom with 6 people? Oh my goodness. I would not want to live in those circumstances. I would definitely end up where I am now, homeless, if I had to share a bathroom like that. That was the one great thing about my old place. I had my own bathroom. That was a great luxury. But yeah, it's so tough having someone, and when you don't get along, I don't believe in any of this. Have a meeting, discuss it, take turns, because as soon as someone does something I don't like, I want to be like, hey, fuck off. Like, get your shit together, stop fucking up. And of course, they'll probably be like, like, you, like, leave me the fuck alone. Like, I'll do what I want. It's like, that's it. There's no point in negotiating. You just fucking leave. You leave the house. That's all you can do. And I know that's not an easy choice. That's why I lived in places that I did, because I couldn't just leave. But that's all you can do. There's no other option. You can't discuss, because they have 24 hours a day to plot against you and make your life miserable. And if they know what bothers you, they know they can do that anytime if they want to bother you. So don't bother. Just don't bother. You know what? It's getting late, guys. Yeah, that is, whatever. Hey, if you can make it work, that's fine. It's just hard to live with them. I'm tired. It's late. I gotta go to bed. Oh, his phone's still overheating. Alright. Cool off my phone before I go. Thanks for watching, everybody. Sign up for some Green New Deal stuff. Wishing you luck on what the hell's a KY paper? Before it was Dante's Inferno, now it's K1's KY. Kentucky? Yeah, I'm gonna try and eat better tomorrow, that's for sure. I really don't feel good that I didn't work out today. I feel like, I gained a little weight. But gotta get more done. What's a KY paper? I feel like that's something you get at Home Depot. Like, I need the KY paper, I need some linoleum, I need a backsplash. Oh, my paper. Doing a bunch of KY paper material. A bunch of improv. Nothing to do with that. It was just a typo. All right. Hey, it's fun doing these live streams. I enjoy it. It's just there's only so much time in the day, and I now that I'm homeless, you know, a lot of driving around today, just getting around on the metro. It wasn't inconvenient or anything. It was fine. It was weird being around a ton of white people today. I'm normally not around that many white people at once. And on the metro, I got on during rush hour. It wasn't even that bad because the metro service is so bad, a lot of people have given up using it. It was just weird seeing a lot of white guys and white people out like, oh, this is what they do. Just go around, travel, go to their jobs. I'm like, oh yeah, and people work these high-powered jobs that are really important. They have to dress up nice for, and I could not do that. So, yeah, I have to be with my people here, the losers, the rejects, the so-called, well, I already said them, losers and rejects, but the people who would rather, you know, find some other way than just bang their head against a wall for a $120,000 degree, although it sounds like Aaron's doing that. So, anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. But at least, well, there's nothing wrong with being a loser, though. You know, that's what I'm saying is, so what, you know? Bill Duke, he said he dedicated his book to all the losers out there. Like him. He was homeless, by the way. If you know Bill Duke, you know, he was in Predator, Commando, Red Dragon. He was in some movie with Lawrence Fishburne. I can't remember now. But he's been in a ton of movies. And he's just an extremely hardworking guy. But he said, you know, he wrote his book for all the losers out there, the people who were told no, they can't do it. So there's nothing wrong with being a loser. Oh, my stomach feels too big. That means I gotta work it hard tomorrow and eat right. And it's a problem, you know, starving yourself on a diet. Not that I'm trying to diet, it's just I don't eat much, and then I get really hungry, and I had like 2 salads at McDonald's last night. I ate 2 chicken salads and 2 oatmeals because I was so damn hungry. I barely ate all day. Anyways, yeah, thanks again. I'll be warm. I'm in my sleeping bag here. This thing is damn warm. I just got to be kind of careful to not let it cover up here with the rash. I don't know if it's causing the rash or not, but I'm trying not to, you know, do anything that might aggravate the rash and make it grow again. I'm trying not to, you know, touch it. So it's annoying because I can sleep fine with it like here, but then when I wake up in my sleep, it's so comfortable to pull it up over my face. I end up doing it. And I don't know if it really affects the rash or not, but I'm trying to, let's see. It's looking better. Yeah, it's definitely looking better. So let's see. I'm hoping it goes away soon, but I'm not going to rush shaving again because it got worse then in the last few days. So this is like the longest I've let my beard grow in a while. But all right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos. Click the like button and check out the Sunrise Movement, Green New Deal stuff you can do to support that cause and support a sustainable environment.